What is going on, guys? Nexas here, and welcome back to Destiny 2. And in today's video, guys, we are here with Friday Reset, meaning some trials goodness is afoot. And what makes it special this week is honestly, well, special is a right way to kind of say it, is that it is going to be Disjunction. It is the first time it's going to be the trials map, which I will say is honestly, for me, just not my thing. I hate that map so much. I usually don't mind the other maps, but Disjunction is just, oh my god, it's just one of the worst maps ever. It's crazy because it took them so long to give us a new map, and then that was it, and it was absolutely ass. At least the Eventide labs and stuff are good, but oh my god, Disjunction. But if you're good enough and skilled enough to actually go flawless or get your adept rewards, you will of course be getting yourself the Shayuras Wrath. Now this doesn't really have any new sort of roles really, based off obviously like the demoralizers and all that came out with episode Heresy. But what makes it really nice is that this will have some really good PvE roles, like of course repulsor and destabilizing, which, as I kind of already mentioned a bunch, when you pair this with any of the artifact mods this season, it's absolutely freaking cracked. So as far as SMGs go, if you haven't got the title yet or a good title role and you want like a 600 RPM, that could be good because obviously the title is 720. But the Shayuras might be the SMG you're kind of looking for. And I will say roles wise, it actually still has some really dope ones. So you can kind of see on the screen what you can get. So obviously I kind of said the stabilizing and of course the all repulsor brace. But you do have things like a dynamic sway kill clip and some other real juicy ones for PvP as well. There's so much kind of stability, and it does have the Nadir focus ardent trait as well, which is just honestly so freaking nuts on like something that sprays a lot of bullets. One quiet moment as well, and of course the adept too. But of course, as I said, the Shayuras, this is still one of the best SMGs in the game, especially because the scope on it is pretty clean as well. It's just a dope SMG, and as I said, because of the season that's in it or the episode, it's a void SMG. It's got to do absolute work, and this is going to be seeing if you should really go into Disjunction, obviously trials this weekend, and get yourself some adept versions or even just get some normal rolls. So without further ado, let's go in with the Shayuras Wrath into some PvP. Alrighty, so we're going to be on the burnout, of course, with a little SMG that could, and I wonder what we're up against. I'm usually on my Warlock, so of course it always is Hunters, but this is of course going to be the Shayuras in some PvP and everything. And this is one of these weapons that actually got like the custom reticles they were testing out ages ago, so you can kind of see it still sort of has it. It's a big ass circle and whatnot. Obviously don't be a bot like me just aiming down sights the whole time. And guys, can you leave some freaking meat for me, please? Oh my god, not gonna be heavy or something. Oh, we got the kill, and I got frozen. But this is gonna be SMG, as I said. It has dynamic sway and of course the L kill clip, so if I get a kill, I will say these sorts of weapons with kill clip absolutely freaking rare. The 600 RPMs, the damage is just kind of crazy, and the fact that obviously this is gonna be 600 RPM too, they do good damage to headshots. I mean, you can absolutely rail. This is going to be an absolute whitewash. Man, I forgot how easy mode it is when you're playing a freaking Hunter, because everyone in your team Guardian Games is going to be Hunter. You just walk games. It's kind of crazy. But you got to see, it is a dope ass SMG and everything. 600s, I wouldn't say they're too easy to control. You do not need like a dynamic sway sort of roll or whatever, but if you hit your headshots with this weapon, you will rail PvP. It's always been dope, and as I said, it's probably one of the better... Oh my god, I'm missing so many shots. But it's probably one of the better SMGs in the game when it comes to PvP, and... I mean, this is just me shooting people who are AFK. Oh, get me out! Oh my god. Yeah, it's just easy mode. Hunter is just pure easy mode, I'm telling you. Play Warlock for like a week and you'll realize just how easy the Hunters can be. I'm gonna get so much hate from Hunter mains right now. But yeah, as I said, this SMG, it's really solid. I mean, you probably already have a ton of rolls anyway. It's been out for so long and whatnot. The main reason I'm kind of telling people to look at this is pretty much for PvE, which is kind of weird because it's a PvP weapon, but PvE is definitely where I will be like, oh my god, yeah, you should definitely look at this, because it just rails with the old, oh my god, there's people everywhere, but it just kind of rails with the old repulsor brace and everything. So yeah, we were just absolutely annihilating these that do more PvP, but this is just like one of these SMGs that it just rails, so there's no real point to be continuing. How is this not being freaking mercy rolled though? They barely got to 12 and we're on 70. I thought it was like if it was like a 60 difference or something like that. And oh buddy, but there it is. Okay, that makes way more sense. But as I said, the weapon itself, really dope ass weapon. It will just absolute work for you and everything. And it's the freaking Shayuras Wrath. It's always been pretty solid. It's always been a dope ass freaking weapon. Did I hit someone? I think I did. Oh! Man, I actually died. God damn, I didn't reload. Alrighty, time for the PvE side of things, of course, with a little Shayuras that could. And as I said, this is where I'm kind of really saying you should probably get some rolls of this weapon. Doesn't have to be adept, of course. You can go in with the normal one, but this season, obviously, repulsive brace sort of void weapons, and of course the oh my god, volatile rounds, stabilizing rounds. It's gonna be really nice. I do a Grafakins on just for the crack, but you can definitely take the Grafakins off and you'll do absolute work anyway, because you can kind of see getting precision kills gets, of course, a bunch of like weakening precision kills, get a bunch of weakening pulses going around, and you see him getting the stabilizing, kind of just forgetting headshots on this guy, which is just kind of stupid. The one thing I will kind of say is that obviously the damage, not that it's gonna be bad, but you're not exactly gonna be absolutely raiding SMGs in terms of like obviously like compared to a pulse or a scout or whatever, but the damage is still kind of freaking there. Obviously against explodey boys it's kind of pointless, but you're still going to do work with this SMG in PvE, and as I said, you're probably going to get good PvP rolls as well, but it's been out for so long. It's more that this sort of combo has just become so much better, of course, with this episode and everything. I should really help you skill this, but it's been so much better, of course, with this episode and everything that it's just worth getting some rolls on it because it will just absolutely rail. Man, is it only cursed trolls, the explodey boys, that you ever freaking fight against? What is this? Oh, where are my acolytes? There we go. Actually, things I can shoot at to show the clear potential of it. You gotta see that. I'm getting the overshield going constantly on a prismatic hunter anyway. It's gotta be pretty dope regardless. And as I said, I just think overall it's just a really solid SMG. I think that it's just 100% worth getting rolls. And the only real question is, do you want to go into Disjunction? Okay, there probably is going to be other times where this will come back, obviously. Maybe we'll do rolls eventually, but Disjunction is going to be the map this week, which I know for a fact a lot of people are just not going to want to play. It is, yeah, it's kind of hard to, it's kind of hard to even watch. I was watching people play on it and stuff as well, and it's just, it just does not look like a good freaking time. So I could totally understand if people aren't going to go in and try to get this because of that. Or if you don't have another weapon with, of course, yeah, and these sorts of perk combos, there is a ton of void weapons. And also there's good auto rifles you can kind of go in with and everything. So you can definitely see why. But if there's things like oscillation on, or things where SMGs do more damage, it's like the, I don't know, the weapon of choice or the weapon overflow, whatever it's called, overcharged, then you're going to be looking toward these sorts of weapons, the title, and of course Shayuras, and then it's just up to personal preference which one you kind of rather go in with. But you can kind of see with the pulse and the weakening and everything, it's just really, really dope. Oh, I just got crossbowed by 4 people. But I really do like this weapon PvE. I think that is one of the better choices to kind of go in with compared to what you kind of really already have, unless you really want to go in with like an auto rifle or something with a bit more range and everything. As I said, void weapons do really work, but it's just one of these that it has like the god tier kind of combos, really good R's and traits and everything. So if you're going to be wanting to do trials this weekend, this is going to be, as I said, the reward. And it is Disjunction, so that actually might be for like what some people like. Some people really like obviously long range maps. Some people absolutely hate it. But if you're a long range type of fellow, this could be the first week to go flawless. And if you go that way, you get yourself, of course, the old Shayuras rat. And you got to see PvE, it's an absolute freaking beast. And PvP, it absolutely slays too. It's probably one of the best SMGs in PvP right now. It's definitely worth getting rolls of, and oh my god, you know what? We're going to tether up, boys, because we are freaking kind of slow. I'm not going to lie. We need to do some absolute freaking god work if we're going to get to the max. We have a minute. We need to kill freaking, oh my, I don't think we're doing this. Oh, maybe 1 minute left. We need to kill 3. Okay, we will actually have this if we don't get another rune sort of one. And I actually think this might be fine, right? Oh, get the freaking pulse going, and we get the weakening, the stabilizing, burn everything. I actually probably should have used that because we're meant to melt these things right out. But you can kind of see it is nice to get your stabilizing rounds if you really want to going straight away. As I said, it's just a really nice SMG in PvE. I just think that it's one of these that just goes absolutely freaking ham. Now we need to kill these things real quick, boys. We've only got like a minute basically, so I'm gonna get rid of the SMG for a sec and actually try to kill these guys. They disappeared. Oh, this is like one of the worst we come up against because he's gonna keep disappearing and never come back. Get your ass back here, Wrathbreakers. I want a max freaking completion. Oh, we're so close. I think we got it. Oh my god, do we get it? Oh, 2 seconds to spare. Look at us go. PvE. Freaking shads. You know, because it's the final, it doesn't even matter that countdown goes down. Look at us go. Final freaking round. I get the stabilizing here kind of going. You'll explode a little bit, and then we'll, oh, finish him off. I'm gonna freaking hit by the other one. Oh, so this player might, guys. Okay, that makes way more sense why that was railing me. But yeah, that is, of course, going to be the Shayuras rat in some PvE and everything. As I said, as far as it goes, PvE, it's just really nice with this sort of combo. There is, of course, tons of weapons with this sort of combo. As I said, the title is the Guardian Gaze one, which is going to be gone by next week. A little bit of FOMO involved with that one, but there is, of course, other sorts of, I'd say, void, other SMGs or void weaponry with, of course, the repulsor brace and the stabilizing. But I will still say, if you're going to be doing PvP or you want to try out Disjunction and everything, this is the flawless reward, and it's still really, really dope in both PvE and PvP. PvP, this absolutely shreds, and PvE, it's an absolute masterclass. Well, that is it for me. And of course, the Shayuras Wrath SMG itself. As I said, this weapon is really, really dope in both PvP and PvE. It's probably one of the best SMGs in the game, period. I know there might be a little bit of debate. People like their Mortals. Old school people would like hit me with the Ikelos. Remember Warmind cells? Oh my god, they used to absolutely rail. But the Shayuras, when it comes to actually like usability and everything, it works in both PvP, PvE. It's still, for me, one of the best PvP SMGs in the game. When you get the kill clip kind of going on it as well, it absolutely shreds, which I think 600s generally don't get kill clip that often because they do so much work. And then PvE, of course, with this combo, you're going to do absolute freaking money shots with it. I mean, repulsor and the stabilizing is just god tier right now in this current season. Disappears, it's still a really solid role, especially on a hunter and everything, when you can get debuffs kind of going pretty consistently. It's just an absolute beast of a weapon, and it's definitely worth getting rolls of. Is it worth going into Disjunction? Me personally, I wouldn't go near Disjunction. I'd be more focused on maybe getting the title with different roles, because that has FOMO included. So if you're like looking for things to do in the weekend, there is FOMO involved with the title. You can get some similar roles. It's a 720, but it's similar in terms of you can get stabilizing repulsor, and you can also get some of the newer perks like demoralize on the title as well. So if it was me personally, I'd be grinding out the title more so than the Wrath, because this will come back. And also, it is Disjunction as the map. And Disjunction as a map, I've already said it, I hate that map. And it looks like they didn't really do anything. The map is huge. There is, of course, the minions, so you still fight over the flags. But people just sit at the back of the map with a scout. That's all it is. It's just, it's a horrible playstyle. But if people do enjoy sitting at the back of the map with a scout, this is your week. It's your time. You know all the scout rifle mains? It's your goddamn time to shine and go freaking ham with the scout rifle, okay? You can sit back, get yourself some flawless rewards, get yourself some Shayuras, adept, and honestly, you'll do work both PvP, PvE. As I said, it's like the perfect week for you guys to kind of farm out for it. But me personally, if I was doing it, I would be more focused on the title right now, because there's so much more FOMO, and yeah, it's Disjunction. It's just, it turns me off so much. But regardless, if you liked the video, show us a like and release some more content, subscribe. Fantastic day, and hopefully I'll see you in the next collective in the next one.